Hello, my name is James Kay, and this is my showreel. I'm starting with three very short, about 30 seconds each, video clips, taken from three different productions, different accents, different locations. I then go on to do some audio work. If you're still listening after all of that, I'll come back and tell you what's following next.
Drink with you, not pray with you, but what news on the Rialto? Who is he comes here?
This is Signor Antonio.
Now, like a phoning publican he looks, huh? I hate him, for that he's a Christian, but more for that in low simplicity he lends out money gratis, brings down the rate of usance for us here in Venice. He hates our sacred nation, and rails even there where our merchants most do congregate on me, my bargains, and my well-run thrift, which he calls interest.
Shylock, do you hear?
All is the fear and nothing is the love. As little is the wisdom where the flagstone runs against all reason.
Dearest coz, pray school yourself. As for your husband, he is noble, wise, judicious, and best knows the fits of the season. I dare not speak much further, but cruel are the times when we are traitors but know not, when we hold rumours from what we fear but know not what we fear, but float on a wild and violent sea, each way and move. My lord! I must take my leave of you. Will not be long ere I'll be here again, and the worst things will cease, or else will rise back to what they were before. My dearest coz, bless you.
His name is Carl Barton, a low-ranking but ambitious dealer under Mark Arnold. He's no one really. He's too middle class, doesn't really belong, but his best mate is Mark Arnold's favourite nephew. If we can get rid of the nephew, then we can remove him from any power.
Where's my nephew? Where's my nephew?
Look, I know things have been bad recently with the busts and everything, but I can get it all back. If you could just loan me a couple...
You do realise that any loan I might make would be to my nephew, and you would just happen to be standing beside him. So where is he?
Not arrested. Definitely not arrested. He wasn't even there.
Then where?
My love, sweet Eva, it's come. After God's long ages, it's come and we're up to the line for the big push. But for the moment, we're lost. Lost as ever. Lost 3 times finding support trench. Now lost again. It's like a bake oven this summer night. I'm in a muck sweat. My sore throat's back. I spewed my ring up twice. They say Jerry's beat, but there's lads in his observer balloons up all afternoon watching every move we made. I was ready enough once, Christmas, when they sent us off to fucking Egypt to fight Johnny Turk, but he was whipped before we got there, so I got myself ready for naught. I was ready when they brought us back and into France, but he's been up and down, round and round, in and out, waiting and waiting, till I don't know how I shall go at it. I've heard the flies buzzing out there. Every shell or bomb as falls short sends up clouds. Still, they're only old regulars lying out there, who, as May would say, are very low at the best of times. I've been a bastard to you, Eva, if you only knew. Slept with ours, and one little mamselle in Amiens who take no pay. I sat on her doorstep right after and cried for you. All I want to volunteer for now is a night raid on your bosom in a field of snowy white bed sheets. That's a fact.
Hello again, and great you're still with me, thank you very much. And what follows now is a few pictures from me in different locations, listings of where I've been and what I've been doing over the last few years, and then some longer clips taken from the videos earlier on, which you can have a look at if you'd like to do so. Thanks for watching, and I do hope I get the chance to meet up with you face to face and show you more of what I can do. Bye.
for 3 months.
3 months.
For the which, as I told you, Antonio shall be bound.
And Antonio shall become bound. Huh?
May you set me? Will you pleasure me? Shall I know your answer?
3,000 ducats for 3 months and Antonio bound.
And your answer to that?
Antonio is a good man.
Have you heard any imputation to the contrary?
No. When I say to you Antonio is a good man, I mean you to understand me that he is sufficient. Yet his means are in supposition. He hath an argosy bound for Tripolis, another for the Indies. Moreover, on Rialto, I hear he hath a third at Mexico, a fourth for England. And other ventures he hath squandered abroad. Ships are but boats, sailors but men. There are land rats and water rats, water thieves and land thieves. I mean pirates. And there are the perils of waters, winds and rocks. 3,000 ducats. I think notwithstanding the man is sufficient. Yeah, I think I may take his bond.
Be assured you may.
Oh, I will be assured that I may. And that I may be assured that I will bethink me. May I speak with Antonio?
Would it please you to dine with us?
To smell pork. To eat of the habitation which your prophet the Nazarite conjured the devil into. I will buy with you, sell with you, walk with you, talk with you, and so following. But I will not eat with you, drink with you, nor pray with you. But what news on the Rialto? Who is he comes here?
This is Signor Antonio.
Now, like a fawning publican he looks. I hate him, for that he's a Christian, but more for that in low simplicity he lends out money gratis, brings down the rate of usance for us here in Venice. He hates our sacred nation, and rails even there where our merchants most do congregate on me, my bargains, and my well-run thrift, which he calls interest.
Shylock, do you hear?
I was debating my present store. By the near guess of my memory, I cannot instantly raise the full gross of 3,000 ducats. But what of that? Chuba, a wealthy Hebrew of my tribe, will furnish me. But soft, how many months did you desire? Rest you fair, good signor. Your worship was the last man in our mouths.
Shylock, albeit I neither lend nor borrow by taking nor by giving of excess, in order to supply the right wants of my friend, I'll break a custom. Is he yet possessed how much he would?
Aye, 3,000 ducats.
And for 3 months?
3 months? You told me so. I had forgot. Now then, your bond. But here you, signor, methought you said you neither lend nor borrow upon advantage.
I do never use it.
When Jacob grazed his uncle Laban's sheep, this Jacob from our holy Abraham was, as his wise mother wrote in his behalf, the third possessor. Aye, he was the third?
And what of him? Did he take interest?
Oh, not take interest, no, not directly, as you would say, interest. Mark what Jacob did. When he and Laban were compromised, that all the young lambs which were pied and streaked should fall as Jacob's hire, the skillful shepherd put all the black rams behind the light ewes, which then, conceiving, did in lambing time for party-coloured lambs, and those were Jacob's. Now, this was a way to thrive, for thrift is blessing, if men steal it not.
Mark you this, Bassanio. The devil can cite scripture for his purpose. An evil soul producing holy witnesses like a villain with a smiling cheek, a goodly apple, rotten at the heart. Oh, what a goodly outside falsehood hath.
3,000 ducats. It's a good round sum. 3 months from the 12th. Let me see. The rate.
Well, Shylock, shall we be beholding to you?
Signor Antonio, Many times and oft in the Rialto you have rated me about my manners and my usances. Still have I borne this with a patient shrug. 'Twas sufferance, it's the badge of all our pride. You call me misbeliever, and cut-throat dog, and spit on my Jewish gabardine, and all for the use of that which is mine own. Now then, it seems, you need my help. Good then. You come to me and you say, Sherlock, we would have monies. You say this. You who did void your room on my beard and foot me, that you would spurn a stranger cur over your threshold. Monies is your suit? What should I say to you? Should I not say, hath a dog monies? Is it possible a cur could lend thee 3,000 ducats? Or should I bend low? In a bondsman's key, with bated breath and whispering humbleness, and say, oh, fair sir, you spat on me Wednesday last, spurred me such a day, and on another called me dog, and for these courtesies I will lend you thus much monies, huh?
I am as like to call me so again, to spit on me again, to spurn me too. If thou wilt lend this money, lend it not to thy friend, but rather lend it to thy enemy, who if he break, thou mayest, with better face, exact the penalty.
Why, look you how you stormed. I would be friends with you, and have your love. Forget the shames that you have stained me with. Supply your present wants. And to take no doubt of usance for my monies.
No.
And you'll not hear me. This is kind I offer.
This were kindness.
This kindness will I show. Go with me to the notary. Seal me there your single bond, and I'll merely swear that if you repay me not in such a place, on such a day, such sum, or sums as are specified in the condition, let the forfeit be nominated in an equal pound of your fair flesh, to be cut off and taken from what part of your body it pleaseth me. Huh?
Contented faith, I'll seal to such a bond, and say there is much kindness in the Jew.
You shall not seal to such a bond for me. I'd rather dwell in my necessity.
Why, man, I'm not forfeited. Within these 2 months, that's 1 month before this bond expires, I do expect return of thrice 3 times the value of this bond.
Further up from what these Christians are, whose own hard dealings teaches them to suspect the thoughts of others. I pray you, tell me this. If he should break his day, what should I gain from exaction of the forfeiture, huh? Pound of man's flesh taken from a man is not so estimable, nor profitable either, than the flesh of muttons, beasts, or goats. I say this, to buy his favor, I extend this friendship. If he will take it so, if not, adieu. But for my love, I pray you, wrong me not.
Yes, Giant, I will seal unto this bond.
Then meet me forthwith at the mountain, give him direction for his merry bond, and I will go past the ducket straight. See to my house, left in the fearful guard of an unthrifty knave, and presently I'll be with you.
Hie thee, gentle Jew, the Hebrew will turn Christian. He grows